Happy Father's Day, hello and good evening, and welcome to Albuquerque, New Mexico, as OKC Comets Baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeartRadio app. Daniel Voles at Isotopes Park in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Producer and engineer back in our 1340 studios is the YouTuber. Comets and the Isotopes finish up their 6-game set. Comets are.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got Father's Day baseball. It's the Oklahoma City Comets and the Albuquerque Isotopes.
Yep. 43-25 for the Comets, 39-29 for the Topes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
First pitch coming your way next.
Albuquerque Isotopes.
Yes, we're on that number, but
almost ready to get underway here. And on the hill today, Chase Dolander. He's been
Chase Dolander, started from Tuesday, figured a no decision.
As you can tell from the stat line, he's done a good job suppressing opposing run production, and that's usually a recipe for success. I'll be watching how he commands each pitch and what sequences he uses against these hitters.
Josue De Paula, 256 average, 9 homers, 21 RBIs.
This one. All right, ready to go here. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Josue De Paula.
He's batting left. First pitch is a bunt for strike one. Underway at 6:05. Low mountain time. The next pitch. Out of the way.
Ball there.
It is 59 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing at 9 miles an hour. James Kingsley, the home plate umpire. Gary Simmons at first. Patrick Johnson at second. And Larry Bullard is at third.
Well, you can stick me in a long Italian.
I'll add him back, don't worry. Next pitch for Dolander.
One ball.
Inside for ball one. No score, just underway, top of the first. Next pitch for Dolander. That is high for ball two.
2-2 to count.
Final game of the final time these two teams will play here at Albuquerque. As that is ball three, David Bodie on deck. There's a fly ball to center field. And the center fielder's kind of makes the catch for the first out of the top of the first. That would be Greg Jones. Greg Jones is joined in the outfielder by Yanquel Fernandez and right fielder Charlie Condon. Third baseman is Aaron Shunkus. We give you the defense for the Isotopes. Shortstop Julio Carrera. Second baseman Adele Amador. First baseman Keston Kira. The catcher is A.J. Lewis. Comets defense from left to right in the bottom of the first will be Chris Aline, Josue De Paula, and John Rhodes. Third baseman is David Bodie. Shortstop Armando Alvarez. Second baseman Jose Iglesias. First baseman Ryan Ward. James McCann is going to be the catcher in the bottom of the first.
Batting second, the third baseman, David
Bodie. 264 average, 8 homers, 29 RBIs, so I'll just go ahead and bring him back.
Hey, Mama, how about a little something for the effort? Measures 6'2", 200 pounds.
See how David Bodie will do.
In 2023. That
Call
one was
for strike.
right down the middle. I have to think he took it because he's trying to get a better read on this arm. Ball one there.
Final meeting between these two teams in the first half.
Is empty. A laser into the
There's a line drive to left field. That will be caught. Left center field. Caught by Greg Jones. Now 2 away here in the first.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Jose Iglesias. Didn't play in the day
By
game
average,
yesterday.
no homers, no RBIs. Iglesias did not play last night. Here's the first pitch.
They tried to get a chase on a slider down and away.
Signed out of Cuba. Iglesias did not play last night as that's outside for ball 2.
After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing.
Next pitch.
One's popped in
Looper to right field. That's going to be caught by the short second baseman Almador.
No score.
And we are 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. Bottom of the inning, no score.
Welcome
There's
back.
Landon Knack.
Today's starting pitcher, Landon Knack. Quite the strikeout-to-walk ratio he's posted this season, better than 4-1. That is
Comets in their gray jerseys, OKC down the line, on the straight, OK in blue letters with light blue outline. It's Greg Jones, 265 hours, 203 RBIs. They shooting Comet C on the left side. Red numbers on the front, blue numbers on the back, gray pants, blue hats, light blue brims. With a Comet C getting hit by the baseball on the front. 0-1 the count here in the bottom of the first. The next pitch. That's called for a strike. Isotopes in their home whites. Isotopes across the front in red scripted letters. Red numbers on the front, red numbers on the back. White pants, black hats, and brims.
Will take a rip at, but he took it and got away with it. Can't let it go by a second time.
Comets looking as that swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away in the bottom of the first. I was going to say Comets are looking for a series split, whereas Albuquerque is looking for a series win.
0-1's the count.
244 average for Shug, or home base, 3 RBIs. This is the final home game for Albuquerque before they're on the road for 2 weeks.
And the 0-1 now.
The next pitch. On low for a strike.
A little too passive against him right now, and
Comets will head home to host the final meeting between them and Round Rock to finish up the first half before we start the second half at Sutter Health Park.
And that is a foul
It's a foul ball for Sean. And a fun series here in Isotopes Park, a hitter-friendly environment.
Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2.
It's also the first time we're playing Sunday night baseball. Normally games would be 2:05 and all that. Well, first time we're playing a night game on Sundays.
That slider
which is
froze
a lot
him a
better.
bit.
That's
He was
called for a
lucky it
strike.
just missed outside. Here it comes.
Check swing. That's for ball 2. Hang on, guys.
Popped up. 2 down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Austin
Coming up to the
Nola.
dish for Albuquerque, Austin Nola. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. This one is labeled. That's down. One hops off the wall.
Batting fourth, the first baseman,
Man on at
Justin
first. And next, the cleanup hitter,
Hira.
Keston Hira. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. Made them pay for that one, and they lead it. It's 2-0. Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. Bases are empty with 2 away. The batter now, Yanquiel Fernandez. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had to mute my mic. It looks like we had a 2-run homer for Albuquerque.
That's out of play.
As I didn't even go over the stats, which I do apologize for that. As who was at the? Let's see. We had Greg Jones, Aaron Schunk, Austin Nola, Keston Hira. Now we got Fernandez at bat. Looks like Hira hit a 2-run homer with Austin Nola getting a single. So there you go. Fernandez, no average, no homers, no RBIs. Batting left. The next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. But the Albuquerque Isotopes are on the board. 2 runs, 2 hits, none left. We go the second. It is 2-0 Albuquerque. Hopefully.
The Comets at the plate here in the second inning.
218 average, 10 homers, 34 RBIs for Ryan Ward, which he's, by the way, the Bricktown home run person. Olander 12 pitched, his 13th pitch way outside. So he's already got his multi-home run, his 61st of his Comets career. Ground ball by Hira gets it over the first for the first out of the second inning.
Batting fifth, the catcher, James McCann.
James McCann, but it starts with OKC, 267 average, no homers and RBIs. A couple of these players will make their home debuts next week against Round Rock. First pitch is down low for a strike. If you're wondering who was calling me, it was CC, because I was having I had the garage door open. And I did let her know I had to be at work tomorrow.
Swings through that one for strike
So
2.
I let her know, and at least I gave her the heads up. If you're wondering why I'm not opening the garage door, it's because I would be at work at the time, which I will wrap up my work week tomorrow. Yes, it's weird. I'm wrapping up my work week right after my roommates start theirs. It's really weird, but let's go with that. Aaron Bruncho, 230 average, 10 homers, 30 RBIs. Switch hitter batting left. Next pitch for Dolander.
Ball inside.
Outside. I just want to thank Jordan for bringing me home safely. That's a nice catch by the third baseman over to here at first, and that's the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Comets. Bottom of the second coming up. It is 2-0 Albuquerque. Adiel Amador is up.
Leading off for the
And now it's the
Isotopes,
switch-hitting
the
second baseman, Adiel Amador.
230 average, 7 homers, 27 RBIs. Batting left right now. First pitch.
That's
Right for a strike.
0-1's the count.
We are the last game of the day. Everybody played this
That one
afternoon.
fouled off.
So we're on, as we call, Sunday Night Baseball here in Albuquerque, which I'm cool with that.
Swing
Fouled
high
away.
fly down the right field line.
Good thing we are off
And
tomorrow.
that is a foul ball.
I will have Monday Night Raw tonight at 12:45 a.m. Mark it on your calendar, 12:45 a.m. Because I will be at work, I have bumped up the start time. We're also going to have MLB's Game of the Week.
0-2 and the delivery. Got the hitter
We'll have
swinging
MLB's
for a
Game of the
strikeout.
Week on Wednesday. Play a doubleheader to...
Batting seventh, the
Digging
right
in for the
fielder,
Isotopes,
Charlie.
Charlie Condon.
Condon.
We're actually going to do it after the Comets take on Round Rock. So there you go. 210 average for Charlie Condon. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. He's batting right. 2-0 Albuquerque lead here in the second. Game 6 of 6. There's a fly ball to left field, and this ball is gone as it bounces off the scoreboard. It's a home run for Charlie Condon, his 6th on the season, as the Albuquerque crowd is going nuts. And it's 3-0 Isotopes here in the second inning. You knew that was going to happen.
I don't think he got all of that one, but it had the right stuff to make it out of here for a homer. I'm sure he'll be just fine with that one. Nobody on with 1 out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Julio Carreras.
Julio Carreras is up.
Late swing.
First pitch is fouled away. 251 average, 5 homers, 28 RBIs, batting right. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. Of course, my dad's in heaven, for anyone asking. Next pitch for Landon Knack. Here's a fly ball to center field. DePaula going to be under it. He'll make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Isotopes win. They will win the series. Comets win. They will split the 6-game set. A.J. Lewis, no average, no homers, no RBIs. Batting left. Or batting right, excuse me. Knack's first pitch. It's called for a strike. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts last night for A.J. Lewis. Of course, we are starting 30 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes earlier tonight versus last night, which we started at 7:35 Central. Beautiful night here in Albuquerque. Albuquerque will be on the road for the next 2 weeks. The Comets, as I said, will be at home taking on the Round Rock Express, the final meeting between those two. And, of course, I was supposed to have Senor Sean join me in the booth for that series as the next pitch for Knack, swinging the line drive to left field for a base hit.
Gets on base and keeps it going.
As the inning will continue. First base hit for A.J. Lewis.
Batting order turns over.
Now bring up the dangerous Greg Jones.
First at bat was a strikeout.
First pitch. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Four-seam fastball for strike 1. Struck out his first time up. As I was saying before that base hit, I was supposed to be in the booth with Sean to call that series with him for the Comets and E-Train. As here's a line drive, ground ball to center field. Another base hit. So that's 2 base hits for the Comets.
Now 2 on with 2 outs.
And now 2 on and 2 away for Aaron Shunk.
0 for 1 so far.
As he's 0 for 1 tonight.
And the first pitch
That's high for ball 1. Or Sean and I were supposed to do the Round Rock series together, but because Sean is still recovering from his wisdom teeth surgery, Sean will not be able to join me for the Comets Round Rock series, which is a bit of a shame, to be fair, but, you know, it makes a lot of sense with him recovering from his wisdom teeth surgery. 0 for 3 with an RBI last night for Shung. So we've made a proposition to where Sean will be the producer and engineer instead of the YouTuber, which YouTuber will be on assignment. That's ball 3, Austin Nola on deck.
3-0. Here's the pitch.
Hopefully Sean will be okay with me doing that.
Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a
Wednesday will be our double header to make up for yesterday's Game of the Week that was postponed.
Here comes the 3-1.
So we have 2 MLB Game of the Weeks coming out for you this week. We'll have our day game with the Comets and the Round Rock Express on Wednesday. Then, as swing and a miss, strike 3, that will end the inning, but not before Albuquerque gets a run on 3 hits and 2 left, including the home run. We go to the bottom go to the third. Isotopes 3, Comets Zippo on the board. I'll go ahead and mention this now.
This third inning is
Leading
brought to you by the
off for
law
Oklahoma
offices
City.
of
Armando Alvarez,
Benson,
183
James
average, 6 homers, 19 RBIs.
If the
Alvarez.
government's
St.
trying
Paul
to
and
put
Oklahoma
troops in your
City
home
together.
without your permission, call Benson, Looper, and James for a free
Swing
consultation
and miss, strike
today.
one.
0-1's the count.
So we will have Comets and Round Rock to kick off game 1.
0-1.
And then game 2 will be the game of the week that was supposed to have been done yesterday. But because I was at work yesterday and I was too tired, as that's a ground ball to right field for a base hit, so the Comets on the board with a hit.
To start the inning.
The Padres Rockies will be game 2 of our doubleheader.
And now the right fielder.
First pitch TBA on that. Probably be 2 o'clock for the Rockies Padres game.
0-1.
310 average for John Rhodes. No homers, 1 RBI he got last night. Batting right. That's with his stats with Oklahoma City, by the way.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Dolander's next pitch. That's called for a strike. So that is the plan we got. RBI double, 2 for 4 last night for Rhodes. That's why he has the RBI.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
It was from last night.
It's ball 1.
High, ball 1 on the next pitch.
Way off the mark with the heater. At the plate, he sees that the pitcher wants to use the fastball to punch him out. He needs to be ready and not get beat.
1-2.
Chases that
Swing and a miss for strike
And one away now
3.
at the top of the third.
1 away here
Coming
in the
up through the
third.
dish
I'll
for
bring up
Oklahoma
Chris
City,
Ali.
Bubba Aline.
First pitch.
First pitch misses, ball 1.
This is for ball 1. 202 average, 6 homers, 15 RBIs with Oklahoma City. Next pitch.
Alvarez.
Right, 1
at
for
first,
4
one
last night for Bubba Aline. Or Chris Aline.
out. And the count 1-2.
Out of the way. 3-0 Albuquerque here in the top of the third.
Fouls it back with 2
Out
strikes.
of the way.
One, 2 now. Swing, soft line drive.
That's ground ball, and that's a double play to end the third.
Play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Moving
No
on
runs,
now
a
to the
hit,
home half
none
of the
left.
third inning. Albuquerque with the lead, 3-0.
Yep. On the third.
As we go to the last
Leading
of
off
the third,
for the
and now the
Isotopes,
DH,
the
Austin
designated hitter,
Miller.
Austin Nola.
Austin Nola with the home run. While I was on the phone with CC. Fifth round draft pick in 2012. That's his first home run. He had no homers and 10 RBIs. Now he has 1 homer and 11 RBIs on the year.
Here comes the 0-1.
Next pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
What confidence to go back-to-back with those sliders. And now the hitter's in an 0-2 count without a clue what's coming
That's
next.
ball 1.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. And that's downstairs and outside. 2-2 now, and
Downstairs.
he's already shown him the curveball a couple of times in the AB. I wouldn't be surprised to see him change tactics and come with a fastball. Next pitch inside, and it's 3-2.
Ball
Great job to
3.
see changeup out
Actually,
and
correction, it was
way
Keston Kira. As Nola, by the way, singled his first time out. It was Keston Kira who homered his first time out. Excuse me. I've had a long day at work. That was a load of bulls.
That one back
That's
up
a
the
ground
middle,
ball
and it
to
gets
center
through.
field for another base hit.
Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, the Comets just did not get anything.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Keston Hira. He's already homered in this ballgame.
Keston Kira,
That one finds the zone.
Strike
And
1.
that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2-run homer his first time up, batting right. The next pitch.
Right through there for a
Strike 2.
Runner at first, nobody out.
Pitch.
And 1 and 2.
Son.
2 strikes.
Struck out swinging. Slider
And
ran
that's
away
strike
for
3.
strike 3 there.
1 away in the 3rd.
Now batting, left fielder.
So up next, Yanquiel Fernandez. Struck out
Fernandez.
swinging the first time.
That's outside ball 1 for Yanquiel Fernandez, who 0 for 4 last night.
Ball 2.
That's ball 2.
A frozen
There's a
run.
line drive to center field, but it's caught by De Paula, 2 away here in the 3rd.
And he was all over that
The
heater.
batter,
A grader
number 1,
2 lower on the
second
ball, and
baseman,
it's still flying.
Adael.
And he's got to jog around the bases.
Adael
Runner
Amador.
at first, Adael Amador now at the plate. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time.
Struck out his first time up.
This one to right. And a foul ball.
That's fouled away.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. That's foul off to the right
That's
side.
fouled
Keeps the
away.
inning going.
I just want to thank the people at Autodromo Jimenez Rodriguez who are so hospitable to
Pitch misses there.
the fans here this weekend for the for the race weekend. Waiting for Tech to be official. Here's a fly ball to deep right field. You can forget it. It is gone. A 2-run homer for Amador, his 8th on the season. It's 5-0 Albuquerque.
Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that.
Well, remember what we talked about this week in this series. But a big lead like this is never safe at Isotopes Park.
Velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked. Nobody on and 2 outs. Next up for the Isotopes, Charlie Condon.
On then strike 1. Homered his first time up. Albuquerque's already got 5 runs on 7 hits tonight.
The 0-1 offering.
The next pitch.
In the air
This
on
is
the
a
infield.
pop-up. This is going to end the inning. And it does. That will end the inning, but not before Albuquerque's Amador hitting a 2-run homer.
Courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0.
5-7-0 for the Isotopes, 0-1-0 for the Comets. I'm Dean DeVos here at Isotopes Park here in Albuquerque, Mexico.
Top of the 4th inning. And now the center fielder.
Producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back at our 1340 studios. The YouTuber will not be back until after the Sacramento series, as that's down, but over the first, 1 away in the 4th.
The batter, the third baseman, David Bodie.
Now at the plate, David Bodie. 2 for 4 in the game last night.
Yep. Lined out his first time up.
5'11", 205 pounds, and he's knocked in 8 runs over his last 10 games. This outing has gone well for him so far, and part of that is because he's thrown better than 70% of his first pitches for strikes. That certainly helps.
Ball, that's out.
That's called for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Called for a strike.
The Isotopes ahead by 5. Top half of the 4th. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
1-2.
Checks the swing, and now an appeal to first. No swing.
No swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The 2-2.
Dolander's next pitch, his 40th pitch. Here it comes.
Set down on
Called for
strikes.
strike 3.
2 quick outs in the top
2 away here in the 4th.
So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Jose Iglesias blew out his first time up. Going to be interesting how how the fans will react to Iglesias' home debut at the Comets.
And that'll do it.
That's out. Number 3. 1-2-3 go the Comets. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 5-0 Albuquerque.
Now pitching for
So they turn to the lefty in this spot.
Justin Robleski, the new pitcher for the
Comets. So
Comets.
can't let it get bigger.
Robleski.
And that will be it for Landon Knack. 3 innings that he would like to
And
forget.
now,
Leading
Julio
off for
Carreras.
the Isotopes.
Julio
the
Carreras
shortstop,
will greet
Julio.
Justin Robleski, who, by the way, retired all the batters he faced.
Ball, that's in.
That's ball 1.
And that one is inside.
That's inside ball 2.
Off the mark
That's
there.
ball 3.
Ball
On
3.
3-0, most minor leaguers are taking all the way. We'll see if he can find the zone. That one misses. It's a leadoff
That's
walk.
ball 4. First walk tonight for the Comets.
Now batting.
A.J.
the catcher,
Lewis getting ready to hit. Went hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. That
Ball
one
1.
misses.
High for
That's
ball
5
1.
straight.
That's ball 2.
Now a fly ball to right center.
That's a fly ball to right field.
1 down.
On 1 away in the 4th. That would be right fielder John Rhodes.
Back to the top of the order.
center fielder.
Coming up
Number
top dish
2.
for Albuquerque,
Right.
Greg Jones.
2 with a single
1 for 2.
tonight.
Jones.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Comes up empty, strike 2.
0-2
Off
is
for
the
a
count.
strike.
Ground ball, left side.
That's a
Could be
ground
2.
ball.
There's
Second
one.
for 1 for the
Over to
first, not in time. So they'll get the force out, and it'll be 2 away in the 4th with a runner at first.
Man on at first.
Now
and
batting.
now Aaron
Third
Shunk.
baseman, Aaron Shunk.
And Shunk is up. Strike down popped out in his 2 at-bats.
Hey!
On for a strike.
Step off throw to first.
No, he's
Just
safe.
back in. Oh, close play. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Next pitch.
Into center field. That'll fall for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now batting.
Not
the
much to
designated
quibble with
hitter,
on that swing. He had
Austin.
everything going in the right
Nola.
direction and barreled it up for a liner into center. Nice rip. Stepping to the plate for Albuquerque, Austin Nola.
Hey!
Strike 1.
0-1's the count. Ball 1.
Jones, the lead runner over at second. Shunk on at first with 2 away. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming to the plate. One run's in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Back-to-back singles. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. So runners at the corners now. And now the first baseman, Keston Hiura. Already a homer for him in this one. That one's in there. Strike one. And the curve drops in there for a strike. Not sure he was ready to hit. Took the first two pitches for strikes. Time for him to battle now. And here's the 0-2. Swings through it for the K. Nice job controlling the damage out there. One run in the inning, but they leave a pair aboard. We've played 4 full. Albuquerque ahead in this game, 6-0.
Took my ships away. I don't know why.
We're in the top half of the fifth, and here's the first baseman, Ryan
Ward.
High fly ball to right
There's
field.
a fly ball to right field as we start the fifth.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
I'm not gonna make
Almost got the inning
this
started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure he wishes he could have put that over the wall. Digging in for the Comets, James McCann. 2 hits in 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. That misses the zone. 1-0. This lineup's doing the pitcher a favor swinging so early in their at-bats. Might want to be a bit more patient, drive up that pitch count. Here comes the 1-0. And that's
ground ball to left field for a base hit.
The batter, the designated hitter, Aaron Bracho.
Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and I don't think that one is going to break up his rhythm too much. Gotta say, he's been terrific with his command in this one. So digging in, Aaron Bracho. First time up, grounded to third. And there's a strike. Next one's fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Armando Alvarez. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball, that's too high.
Ball 1. Pitch.
Aye.
On for a strike.
1-1.
In the air to the right. And that's the third out.
That's the inning.
1 runner left aboard, still up against a
6-0
deficit.
Runner left. We go to the bottom of the inning.
We're back here at the ballpark. I'm Ben
OKC
Gelman, glad to have you with me.
left fielder,
And set to get us started in the bottom of the 5th, Yanquiel Fernandez.
Nope, that's a ball.
Movement in the bullpen. Michael Grove preparing to come on if needed. Cranked out to right center. Should be extra bases.
This is going to be a base hit.
Around first, hustling for two. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Hammered that one with a really nice all-around swing, and he hit it pretty deep before it fell in for the knock.
Get some shifts back. They just took all my shifts that I had for next week away.
Next up
Now
for the
I'm not
Isotopes,
happy about it at all.
He's already gone yard in this game.
Aye.
I've got to talk with Kevin and see what he wants me to
Runner
do.
at second with nobody out. Chases a high fastball there. That had to feel great for him on the
No
mound.
balls, two
The batter
strikes.
was geared up for the heat, and he still couldn't catch up to it. Now here's the 0-2. In the air, out towards right
All
center.
the right field.
Snags that
I
one.
make the
Runner
catch.
tags at second.
Going away in the
And the throw's
fifth
off
or the
line.
third,
Safe
not in
third.
time.
Now batting, the right fielder, Charlie Condon.
Now it's the right fielder, Charlie Condon. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. The right fielder settles under this one and makes the catch. Runner tagging from
Throw
third.
is not going to be in time, so it's a sack RBI at 7-0.
So up next,
Now
Julio
batting,
Carreras.
the shortstop, Julio Carreras.
Ball one,
I'm sure
no
he's
strikes.
not thrilled about giving up the run on the sac fly. Now he has to focus on ending this inning and giving his teammates a chance to reciprocate. Fly ball, right field.
That's going to be
That
down
one
for
gets
another
out for a
base
hit.
hit.
That keeps the inning going.
Now batting, catcher, AJ
Digging in for
Lewis.
the Isotopes, A.J. Lewis.
Aye.
I'm going to have to probably pick that up.
Outside, that's a ball.
One run in the inning so far. Bottom half of the fifth. Ripped to short, but caught for the out. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. 5 innings down. The Isotopes out in front, 7-0. On to the top half
Leading
of
off
inning
for
number
Oklahoma
6.
City,
And now the right fielder, number 5.
John Rose.
Fouled off left side. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. That's a nice, simple approach there.
Now
Sent
batting,
that one
the left
back
fielder,
through the
Chris
middle for a clean base hit.
Aline.
Here's the left fielder, Bubba Aline. Fly ball out to center. Amador. One away. Some good fundamentals from the infielder as he
Now batting,
ranged
the
back
center
on that
fielder,
play. You can lose
Josue
track of where you
Nicola.
are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. Josue De Paula digs in now.
Ball.
With his
That's
speed,
inside.
it'll be really tough for the defense to turn too. And at this level, they may even rush the play and make an error. That's what makes him a weapon in spots like this. The 1-0 pitch. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Runner at first, one away. Top of the zone for a strike. Nice job to work both sides of the plate. He's got this hitter inside conscious now. And now the 1-2. Got the strikeout looking. Fastball at the letters for strike 3. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the
Now
outer
batting,
half with 2
third
strikes, and they're
baseman,
less able to
David
react on a good
Bodie.
fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. Next up, David Bodie. The righty-lefty splits there. High in the air, out to right. And that's that. Make it 6 shutout frames out there now. The Isotopes lead it 7-0. Home half of the
Leading
6th.
off
Here's
for
the center fielder,
Isotopes,
Greg
the
Jones.
center fielder, Greg
We're in the
Jones.
bottom of the 6th. 7-0.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Action in the pen down there.
Michael Grove, Zach
Grove
Jackson,
getting loose
one
out
up in
there.
the bullpen.
Next pitch in for a strike. Swing and a rocket. It's got a chance. That's down.
That's a
One
base
off the
hit.
wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good fundamental hitting on the pitch away. Step through it and poke it to the opposite field. He showed a nice approach there. So a runner aboard. Stepping to the plate for Albuquerque, Aaron Shunk. That one in there. It's 0-1.
Oh, first strike.
Fouled off. He was late. No outs and a runner on second. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Seemed to be sitting on the fastball there. Good job to adjust and fight off the breaking ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Rocks and fires. Way inside, and that hits the batter. And now it's runners at first and second.
Now batting, the
Next is the designated hitter, Austin Nola. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. Lifted in the air, right field. Makes the play. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Next to hit,
The
Keston
first baseman,
Hira.
number
1 for 3.
7, Keston Hira.
Counts 1-0.
Lefty from the stretch with runners on the corners.
On first strike.
On the ground to first, could be two. Goes to second for one.
Second for one for the first in time. No runs, 2 hits, and a runner left. We go to the seventh. 7-0.
6 full innings. Albuquerque ahead in this game, 7-0. Top of the
7-12-0 for the Topes, 0-3-0 for the Comets.
Iglesias.
First pitch.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. One up, one down.
One in the 7th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan
Ward, the next to hit. Swing and a high fly to left. Jones drifts towards it.
There's 2 away in the end.
And now 2 down.
The batter, the catcher, James McCann.
James McCann will hit next. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Oklahoma City with plenty of ground to make up. Here in the top half of the 7th.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Getting deep into this one, and they haven't had an answer for what he's been doing on the mound. He's really executing well in this outing. On the ground to the right side, Amador.
On the first.
Play made.
That one
That
in the
ends
7th.
the inning. Still in total command.
No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. It's time to stretch in Albuquerque. It's 7-0.
Bottom of the 7th.
Way to go.
Now the
For
left
the
fielder,
Isotopes,
Yankiel
the
Fernandez.
left fielder, Yankiel Fernandez.
Nope, outside.
Fly ball down the line. That will drop foul. This one's hammered to left
There's a
center.
fly
Well
ball to
struck.
left
Heading
field, going
very
back,
deep.
and it is gone for another 2-run homer.
That one felt
And
good.
it's 9-0
Solid
as
shot.
Yankiel
And
Fernandez
they
hits his first as a member of the Comet, or the Isotopes.
That's easy power he's showing up there. Hammered that one up over the wall in the opposite gap, and that is rare territory. Not many hitters with the pop to do that. Great swing. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Justin Robleski is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Now a
Oklahoma
right-handed arm
City.
out of the bullpen. Zach
Number
Jackson
61.
has a great slider with tons of movement.
Jackson.
Adael Amador getting ready to hit. That one pushed to the left and foul. Jackson, a 6'4" righty. He works with a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The 0-1. Hard hit left field for a base knock. Around first and heading for second. Safely into second, it's a double. And he's notched 2 hits now, both for extra bases. That's a good fundamental approach he took to that one. Stayed back, didn't hook the barrel around it, and shot it hard the opposite way. Not every minor leaguer has the poise or the patience to do that. So a runner aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Charlie Condon.
Ball, that's up there.
Two balls, no strikes, the count. Swing and a foul straight back. On the ground to the left, Bodie. And they get the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Julio Carreras.
And now the shortstop, Julio Carreras. And that one fouled off. Ground ball to third base. And that's an out.
Now batting, the catcher, A.J. Lewis.
Here's the catcher, A.J. Lewis. A little too slow on that heater. He might have been expecting something off speed. This pitch popped up. Bodie settles underneath it.
Yep.
That's
the inning. No runs a hit and a runner left, or a run on 2 hits and a runner left.
Coming on this solo home run. It's now an 8-0 game.
8-0.
We go to the 8th,
Off
and now
Oklahoma
Aaron
City,
Bracho.
the designated hitter, Aaron Bracho.
Tries to check the swing. Now we look to third. Larry Bullard on the call, and the bat crossed the plane. In the air to left. It falls in,
left
and
field,
that's
that's
a
a
hit.
base hit.
And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Now batting, shortstop, Armando.
So digging in, Armando Alvarez. Nice outing working late into this game, and a first pitch strike rate better than 70%. The pitching coach will give him props for that. Gets under it, pops it up. Hero. And there's one down.
The right fielder, number 5, John Rose.
Man on at first, and now the right fielder. Fouled off down the right side. Oh, 1 now. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Oh, great stuff.
That's
Off
out.
balance speed, there's 1.
He's out.
Double play. Boy, they cannot seem to break through. That's the inning. Totally dominant on the mound right now. Through 8 innings without surrendering a run. The Isotopes out in front, 8-0.
Hit. 2 hits and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 8-0
All set for the
Isotopes.
bottom of the 8th.
Sorry, I'm not
Coming
talking
to
much.
for
I'm just a little
Albuquerque, Greg
upset.
Jones.
Greg Jones.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Bodie on the move. Can't get there, and this one lands foul. The 0-1.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, late cut there. Looks like he
One
might be
ball,
willing to
2
chase up
strikes.
the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Pitch
Ball
misses.
2.
Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lands foul, we'll reset and do it again. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th.
Now batting, third
Aaron
baseman,
Shunk digs in now.
Aaron Shunk.
Hey.
Rips this one to short. Whips it to first in
First,
time.
2
Two
innings.
down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Austin Nola.
And here is Austin Nola. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry matchup. And you have to think the manager is pleased with that.
First pitch.
Ball.
Inside ball 1.
Hey.
And then strike 1.
One
The
ball, 1
Isotopes
strike.
up big in this game. Here in the bottom half of the 8th. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one off the mark. And the count is even, 2-2.
2-2,
Wow,
yeah.
he's showing an excellent eye at the plate. Really tough pitch to take.
Next pitch. Out of the way.
And the 2-2. Battling here, fouls it away. 2 outs, bases empty. Got it. 3 up and 3 down, inning over.
Inning over. Head to the
Looks like the
9th.
starter's
Comets
heading
are
back out for the
still
9th,
leading,
going for the
or
shutout
trailing
when we get back.
8-0.
We go to the 9th.
Leading
Coming
off
up to the dish for Oklahoma
the
City,
left fielder,
Bubba
number
Aline.
30, Chris Aline.
Lander back out on the mound. First pitch.
Hey.
Still
So
good
nice
life on
strike
that pitch
one.
late in this
Ball 1's
game.
the count.
This one to third.
Over to first.
Slings to first.
This one went
And the
ninth.
leadoff batter set down here
Now
in the
batting,
9th.
the center fielder, Josue De Paula.
And now the center fielder, Josue De Paula. 0 for 3. A flyout, a groundout, and a strikeout.
Ball, that's high.
Next pitch.
Hey!
Swing and miss, strike one.
One out and the base is empty. That's in there. 1-2 now. This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone, like he did with that low fastball.
After this game is over, we'll have your Comets post-game report. We'll recap the scoring.
This pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice eye right there.
That's 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Chase Dolander will depart. Great effort on the mound, exits in line for the win, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Jimmy Herget, has a nice lead to work with.
Jimmy Herget.
Here's the third baseman, David Bodie.
Yeah!
DePaula stands at first with 1 away. Hit in the air, right field, and there's 2 down.
It's 2 away in the ninth.
Now that's second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 3. He's flown out 3 times. On a line for a base hit.
Base hit.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Ward. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Ground ball to the right side. Collects it, steps on the bag, ball game.
Yep, that's the game. Comets fall by a score of 8-0 as they've been shut out, and Albuquerque will take 4 of 6.
Crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon.
$8-14-0 for the Topes, 0-6-0 for the Comets. So Chase Dolander will get the win for the Topes. 8 in the third, 5 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. The loss to Landon Knack had a rough outing. 5 runs, 7 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. He's 4-7, and there was completely no save. With the win, the Isotopes improved to 40-29, and the Comets will fall to 43-26. Let's take a look at the scores around the rest of the International and the PCL. Buffalo shut out Columbus 1-0. Winning pitcher was Jake Bloss. He's 3-7. Nick Sandlin's 11 save. The loss to Logan Allen. He's 5-8. The only run scored in the contest was an RBI double for Adrian Pinto for the Bison. Nashville beat Norfolk 5-1. Winning pitcher was Carlos F. Rodriguez. His first one, he's 1-10. Nick Mears, his 15th save. Lost to Brandon Young. He's 2-5. Caleb Durbin, Mark Canna, and Xavier Warren had RBIs for the Sounds. Jackson Holiday had an RBI single for Norfolk in the contest. Rochester shut out Jacksonville 6-0. Winning pitcher was Dawson Acosta. He's 3-6. The loss to Christian Roa. He's 2-1. His first loss. Only run scored in the contest. Jeremy De La Rosa and had a 2-run homer for the Red Wings. Caden Wallace had a solo shot for Rochester. Andrew Kitchener, Andreas Chaparro, Dante Williams had the RBIs for Rochester in the contest. Syracuse beat Wilkes-Barre Scranton 6-2. Huzakar Barazabin got the winning percentage 6-0. Ryan Stanek's second save. The loss to Jordan Ventura, he's 1-2. Jose Azacar, Joey Menendez, Drew Gilbert, Kevin Parada had RBIs for the Mets. Everson Pareda had a home run for Wilkes-Barre Scranton, and Dominic Smith Duke Ellis had an RBI for the Rail Riders. Gwinnett beat Memphis 7-3. Marvelous Salinas got his first one. He's 1-0. Gordon Grassafillo, the loss, he's 3-9. Mike Anatico, Jake Butchberger, and Gavin Collins had RBIs for the Redbirds. Steven Poloni had a grand slam for Gwinnett. Garrett Cooper, Eddie Rosario, and Brian De La Cruz had RBIs for Gwinnett in the contest. Indianapolis shut out Louisville 5-0. Winning pitcher was Brexton Ashcraft. He's 5-5. He lost to TJ Stakema. He's 3-1. His first loss. Only run scored in the contest. Josh Palacio, Jason Baldwin had home runs for Indianapolis. Sammy Salney and Jason DeLay also had the RBIs for Indianapolis. Worcester beat Lehigh Valley 10-5. Winning pitcher was Luis Peraltas. He's 5-6. The loss to Jean Cabrera. He's 1-1. His first loss. Marcella Mayer hit a 2-run homer for the Red Sox. Roman Anthony, Christian Campbell, Tyler McDonald, Corey Rozier, and Philip Sykes had RBIs for the Red Sox. Marcus Lee-Sang, Cody Clemens, Leandro Padina, and Buddy Kennedy also had home runs for the Iron Pigs. Omaha beat Toledo 2-1. Winning pitcher was Beck Way. He's 2-2. James MacArthur's 19th save. The loss to Kenta Medea. He's 3-4. Drew Waters, Nick Prado had RBIs for the Storm Chasers. Eddie Leonard had an RBI for Toledo in the contest. Iowa beat St. Paul 5-2. Winning pitcher for the Cubs was Chris Flexen. He's 8-2. Phil Bickford's 24th save. Lost to Marco Rea. He's 6-7. Mike Ford had a solo shot for the Saints. Anthony Prado had an RBI for St. Paul. Christian Franklin, 2-run homer for the I-Cubs, along with B.J. Murray Jr. and Moses Ballesteros, RBI as well for Iowa in the contest. And then Charlotte shut out Durham 1-0. Winning pitcher was Juan Corella. He's 6-4. Jared Schuster's first save. The loss to Joe Rock. He's 3-1. Wilfred Varegas had the only run scored in the contest for the Knights. Now to the PCL scoreboard. This afternoon, Salt Lake beat Las Vegas 11-8. Winning pitcher for the Bees was Sam Bachman. He's 2-3. The loss went to TJ McFarland. His first loss, he's 0-1. Nelson Rada had a 2-run homer, as well as J.D. Davis for the Bees. Alexander Ramirez, Chad Stevens had 4 RBIs, and Anthony Skoll had 2 RBIs for the Bees. Carlos Cortez had the home run for the Overalls. 3 RBIs for Tyler Soderstrom. TJ Schofield Sam had an RBI. Brett Harris had 2 RBIs, and Luis Urias also had an RBI for the Aviators in the contest. Reno beat Sugarland 5-2. Winning pitcher for the Aces was Blake Walson. He's 4-6. Brian Gusto, the loss, he's 2-4. RBIs for Brendan Rogers, Taylor Tremmel for the Sugarland Space Cowboys. Blaze Alexander, Christian Robertson homered for the Aces. Ivan Melendez and Tommy Troy had RBIs for Reno in the contest. Sacramento beat Tacoma 5-2. Winning pitcher for the River Cats was Carson Seymour. He's 4-3. Landon Roop, 16th save. Lost to Shaden Peevehouse. His first loss, he's 1-1. RBI for Cole Young for the Rainiers in the contest. Slavis Basabe, Luis Matos, Gerardo Pomares, and Grant McCrae had RBIs for the River Cats in the contest. El Paso beat Round Rock 3-1. Winning pitcher was Henry Baez. He's 6-7. Wandy Peralta, 6th save. The loss went to Emiliano Tedorio. He's 6-4. Cobb Hightower, Gavin Sheets, Kavaris Tears had RBIs for the Chihuahuas. Kevin Pollard had the only home run for the Express in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers this afternoon shut out the San Francisco Giants 3-0. Blake Snell got his 10th win. He's 10-0. Hayden Bursong, the loss, he's 3-4. Only runs scored in the contest. Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Michael Conforto had RBIs in the game for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott picked up his 26th save. Dodgers avoid getting swept by the San Francisco Giants. They will take on the San Diego Padres tomorrow. Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers, Dylan Cease for the Padres at Dodger Stadium. Around the Dodgers minor league system, AA Tulsa took 4 out of 6. They won this afternoon against Springfield, 8-2. Justin Jarvis's win improves to 5-5. Curtis Taylor, his first loss, he's 0-1. Griffin Lockwood Powell, Taylor Young hit a 2-run homer for the Drillers. Zyper Hope, Kendall George, Nick Bibbittson, also RBIs for the Drillers, as Jose Fleury and Ben Harris combined 2 one walk and 2 strikeouts combined. In the contest, RJ Yeagers and Jose Cordoba had home runs for the Cardinals, as that is a big line. They will take on Midland starting Tuesday night. Speaking of Tuesday night, Comets will head home to take on the Round Rock Express, the team that we were supposed to have Senor Sean join me in the booth, but that will not be the case. It will be a 6:05 first pitch Tuesday night at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Gates open at 5 o'clock. Get your tickets by calling 405-218-2150 or order your tickets at OKCComets.com or stop by the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark box office located on South Bank of Maryland Drive. It'll be up tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. It's a $2 Tuesday with select Coke, Pepsi products, $2 each, and select ale products, $3 each in the contest. Gavin Stone will start for the Comets. He was supposed to start in one of the games for Albuquerque, but was scratched, so he'll start for the Comets. He's 5-2 with a 4.37 earned run average. Dane Acker will start for the Express, 1-2 record of 4.95 earned run average. A 6:05 first pitch. We'll be on the air at 5:50 with comments on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeartRadio app. Also listening to the Valley Sports Live app and also the MIB TV here in Oklahoma City. Albuquerque are winners tonight, 8-0 over the Comets. 8 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Isotopes. No runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Comets. Winning pitcher was Chase Olander. He's 3-0. The loss to Landon Knack. He's 4-7. There was no save. With the win, the Isotopes are 40-29. The Comets are 43-26. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back at our 1340 studios, I'm Dean DeVos saying good night from Albuquerque at Isotopes Park. Thanks as always for joining us. We appreciate your listenership and your support. And we will talk to you Tuesday at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball, presented by H&H Shooting Sports.